Hey now, it's Sharon, and I'm back to share another idea on how to reform the police. If you're new to the channel, I'm a retired detective. I worked for 20 years in a southeastern city in the US, and I was also in the military. I share my experiences along with my perspectives on this platform in hopes of just giving you a different way to think about things in policing or just seeing it a different way. But I do share ideas on reforming the police. The last couple of weeks, I've been sharing ideas from my book that I put together, not on reforming the police, on my ostracism and retaliation, those experiences. I share this in the book because it led me to find out some things about myself and how to help others in the same position that I ended up in while policing. And so this week I want to share another passage from my book. It's at the end of my journal. I share my journal in the book as I was journaling, going through what I was going through. And let me get my glasses on real quick. And it says, thoughts. There are no protections in place for whistleblowers. It's hard to prove retaliation and ostracism because I can't grieve a transfer, and that's their weapon of choice. Information about my IA statement somehow gets out, and there's no anonymity or any procedures in place to protect anonymity. I tried to pursue hostile work environment and ostracism complaints, and I created a plan based off of those procedures that were lacking. I wanted to submit that in place of being awarded punitive damages with my lawsuit. I have since changed my mind. It's bringing back thoughts, but this is the book, and I'm just waiting on the copyright to be established and done. But yeah, creating this book, I actually created a journal as a couple of years worth of notes, the things that I went through, not feeling safe at the job. And I'm a police officer and I don't feel safe amongst my own. I started to journal. I started to put things together. I started to study more in my faith. I talked about the firefighters' lunchroom being the safe space for me where I could just exhale. And I share all of that in this book. And I started a t-shirt online store that sells t-shirts, mugs, things like that. And this is one of the t-shirts. And this is our motto. It doesn't matter what the haters say. They can't convince Jesus or Yeshua for some people. This is the back, essential workers, and it says redeemed. That was our focus. It still is. I also have t-shirts. That was a sweatshirt, of course. T-shirts. I have one on now. I have redeemed. I have one for firefighters, police officers, teachers, anybody in the labor force under essential workers. And that led me to start an online store. That's how I started that, based off of what I was going through and coming up with the motto, because the Holy Spirit clearly said, it doesn't matter what the haters say. They can't convince me, and I am delivered from what people think. That is the most freeing thing. And sometimes I forget, I will admit that, but I quickly get back into the mindset. It doesn't matter. Like, what does that conversation look like with somebody coming up to you and saying, you shouldn't be doing that and you're going to hell? Okay, tell it to Jesus. Go have that conversation. That's my attitude. I'm not saying I'm out there doing craziness, even though I have, but I'm not. What does that conversation look like when you're judging folks, when you're passing judgment? She shouldn't be wearing that. Did she know that ain't right? I've done it, So it's just something to think about. But yeah, I created the online store based off of the experiences and going through what I was going through and discovering what I needed to discover about myself. So I share that in the book. And the book, the title, Middle Eastern Conflict, My Middle Eastern Conflict. Is it? Is it? That's the question. Do we have Middle Eastern conflicts? Most of us do. Is there a Middle Eastern conflict going on right now? Yes, most of us are in them. There's a twist on this, but I do talk about the current events also. So I just want to share that with you on how I put this channel together, why I put it on this platform, why I have the online store, why I created the book, and I'm sharing these thoughts. And hopefully it helps someone just to see it a different way. Maybe it's, like I said, information for some. In the book, I do say that. I said this book is not for everybody. It's information for some. It's confirmation for others, and still others, it's revelation. But don't come for me in this book. Don't come for me, though. They're my thoughts and my revelation. We're all in different spaces. So yeah, with that, I just want to share that little bit with you guys. Take a look at the online store. The link is in the description. That particular store online, that link has the firefighter notebook that I created because I actually sat in the lunchroom, and that helped me free my mind, free myself from people's opinions. And so I created a little notebook. It's a spiral notebook just to take notes in, but take a look at it. And I created some some other notebooks. They're on Amazon, and the links for those are linked in the description. They go directly to Amazon. Like I said, fire, police, teachers, essential workers, and medical personnel. I have all of that, and law enforcement. Those notebooks on Amazon, and I provide the links. And always remember, you don't necessarily have to go through a thing to learn from it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.